What's up, guys? Riviera Customs. Got some red tint on the headlights. It's probably illegal, but we will find out if they pull me over. I don't plan on driving this car very much at night anyways, but if they pull me over, I'll just get out of the car and I'll rip it off. And I'll say, there you go, now fuck off. So, addressing the few things that I told you about in the last video, like these shitty billet dipsticks. It was leaking at the bottom there. So, I went ahead and drained all the fluid. Now that I have a nice drain plug on this new pan. So I RTV'd it. I cleaned it all up and I RTV'd it. Yes, it looks ugly. I don't give a shit as long as it seals. I'm not building a show car, I'm building a go car. So I'm hoping that's all that was leaking, because everything seemed to be dripping off the bottom of the pan here. And this is an old drip. I moved the cardboard over, so when I do start this, after I put the fluid back in, I'll find out if it's leaking around that seal. It's a rubber seal that came with the pan, and all these bolts are torqued, so I don't know. Not sure. We will have to see. I'll know it's not the dipstick this time, so that'll be a good way to check it out. So, and then on another subject here, I don't know if you can see the starter wires right there. They're not that close to the headers, and as you can see, the headers are discolored. I've been firing this thing a lot and it hasn't melted them yet, but you can probably see them in there. Oh no, right down here. There we go. They're not close to the headers at all, so we will see if they melt, and if they do, I have that coating that I'll put on it. Why I'm not doing it right now is because it is a 66-degree day, nice, sunny, beautiful day to try and pull this thing up and go down the road in it. Wouldn't that be nice? So I have to take the headers off in order to get to those starter wires anyways, so I don't want to do that. So for now, I fixed the dipstick, hopefully, and what we're gonna do is get the brakes bled. Got all new brakes as I showed you in the last video, and get some fluid in this thing, bleed the brakes, and then we should be good to go. I'm gonna go get a fuse for this and some brake fluid right now, and we should be good from there. I think that's pretty much covers it all, besides the drive-by cable. I did as best as I could, but I don't have that nut. Thanks to you in the comments, I don't know off the top of my head your name, but you know who I'm talking about. Referred me to a buddy of his, so I'm gonna get in contact with him, see if I can get it, because Edelbrock and Summit and all of them don't seem to have that. So for now it's zip tied. We'll see if it works. And also this pipe, the lower rad hose that was leaking, I tightened it a little bit more. We'll see if it drips. So far I don't see any new drips, so see how that goes. We'll get back to you when we get all this stuff buttoned up. Hopefully drive the thing. Alright guys, so I'll show you what I did. Don't judge me. This is all mock-up. Here's what we got so far. I gotta buy the proper Trinity cross mount for dual exhaust, obviously. But this is just mock-up for now, so I can test it out, drive it, get some exhaust on it, So this is all just mock-up for now. I'm actually going to be putting the 243 heads on and long tube headers. So far the tranny pan or dipstick is not leaking, so that's a plus. And this is all just for now. I am doing long tubes and getting the dual exhaust tranny cross member, and I'm gonna have a X-pipe system, stainless tips coming out just before the tires, and that's how that's gonna be. But this is just gonna be for now, and also so I can drive it to the shop and get the one-piece exhaust system hooked, made up. They'll need the car for that, so we'll do that after. And so the leak, I fixed it. Exhaust, we're so far right here. It goes into a 3-inch because I took the racing bullets off of my Escalade before I wrote it off. So I'm putting those racing bullets on here, and it's gonna have some turn downs from there for now, just to get to where I need to get with the car, so it's not obnoxious driving down the street. Because we don't have e-test here for these cars, and actually no e-test for any car now, starting this April. So, but MTO, if they see you don't have cats and mufflers and all that, they throw a fit and give you a ticket. So I'll be as quiet as I can so I can get to the shop and get the proper exhaust built after I get the long tubes. So I don't know if I showed you that, but this is the Holly fuel pump. Everything's hooked up, ready to go. My buddy was here. He just lives next door. He disappeared before I got the chance to bleed the brakes. I got them adjusted and everything. Drums back on, but I didn't get to bleed them yet. I got my fuse for the other one. I got my fuse there, and we're ready to actually run it and drive it after I bleed the brakes, which will probably be tomorrow now, because I don't know where he went. He took off. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but I'll just continue this video tomorrow. Even better, it's supposed to be 70 out tomorrow, so I'll get all that junk cleaned off the dash and get everything fastened up. And also I was having problems with the lug nuts coming loose, and I bought these rims and tires used, so I'll show you something. I have to use spacers to have this wide of a tire, or else it hits the frame. This is not frame notched or nothing, so I gotta use those spacers regardless. And when I do use the spacers, a little bit of the stud sticks out ever so slightly, causing these not to sit right, so therefore the lug nuts come loose. But there's holes drilled in there to countersink the studs, but that's not good enough. So what I did here is I drove a die over the stud. This way I'm going to grind these down a little bit so they're a little bit shorter, so they don't stick out, and then back this die off, correcting the threads on the way out. And I'll do that to all 10 on the back. That should take care of the problem, so hopefully. So yeah, here's where we're at right now. So I'll just continue this video tomorrow during the day when I have somebody to help me bleed the brakes, get this thing back down on the ground, and get those mufflers thrown on there. We'll get back. All right. My buddy came back, so we bled the brakes. Brakes are all done. Just got a mess to clean up here. We went and cut the bullets off of the Escalade exhaust. And I explained to you how this is all just mock-up. I gotta get a proper dual exhaust cross member so that it doesn't hang down that low too. And now I'm getting the long tubes, so it'll be a lot easier to make an exhaust. But this is just for now so that I can go on the streets and not totally piss off my neighbors. So, the first blue switch for the fuel pump. Doesn't sound too bad. I don't know how it'll sound in the garage, but that was a fail. Oh yeah, I don't have a charging system going yet. Get back to you in a second. Alright. Got the charger on there. Oh, did the pipe fall off? We didn't weld it yet. No. Alright. Shut the, oh, never mind. The key. Well, that's that for now. Till tomorrow. There's a little video. Probably make a totally different video tomorrow of pulling it out. Now that the brakes are bled, I'm just going to clean up underneath it before I put my wheels down. And I'm going to get this all welded up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.